When we were talking the other day about who the typical purchaser of a business is, and you were saying that the over 50 crowd,
oh boy,
is a very big market now.
Well, yeah, and it's not by choice necessarily; it's by circumstance. And if you think about where corporate America goes, they're looking at a highly qualified person in their employment, and they're also looking at somebody who's paid more than, say, somebody who's less experienced. And so businesses are faced with downsizing or changing their environment. And I mean, do we not read about it all the time in the paper? The people that go are the long-standing employees, and generally they're over 50 years old.
Right.
And most people, like our dads, or maybe even us Dave, I've always thought, if we just get that job, and I'll be good for life.
Mm-hmm.
It's
right.
got the pension, it's got the golden thing at the end of the thing. And years ago, a gentleman I worked with shared a phrase. He says, "Joe, do you know what JOB stands for?" And I said, "No, I really don't." He said, "Just over broke."
Right.
And that situation has always resonated for me. So, but anyways, back to the over 50.
Yeah.
50
so they over 50 people, are they being maltreated in the workplace?
Yeah, to a large degree they are. They are first to go out the door. And then here's an interesting statistic that was.
And you think that's? I'm sorry, but do you think that's because they're getting paid more? Is that why?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, and absolutely one.
Kind of short-sighted, don't you think? Because
oh God,
right?
Terribly.
Because the people who have been around the longest, I mean, they know your systems.
Sure.
I mean, like we always have to change, right? So I could see that some people maybe they could get stuck in a way of doing things, but if people are open to change, and they know your history and your company, those are your most valuable employees.
You know what? You and I would think that. You and I would believe
right.
that. But that's not the reality.
Right, but corporate America is short-sighted, right? They're
right.
looking at what have you done for me today? What's this quarter?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to doing any long-term.
Yeah, and the stakeholders, shareholders want return. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, unfortunately, the way you do it.
Right. So the fastest way to do it is to just slash your highest paid employees, and bam, you've got an immediate return. Okay, so next quarter after that, you find out people don't know what they're doing
exactly
in your operation, but
too late.
You'll deal with that later, right? Get your quarterly bonus.
Yeah. The other problem too, though, is that for the over 50 worker, because when they're thrown out onto the thing, you start looking at now they got to find work, and they're looking for that employment. Well, okay, now be an employer. You're looking at, well, you've got ideas that they're going to want more money, mm-hmm. that they're overqualified, all of these things,
right.
whatever. And then recently, and what we're seeing with these people is exactly, to a certain degree, some of those things are very opposite. They haven't prepared for those opportunities. The over 50, they get a job. Statistically, it's going to take them, this is really a scary stat, I must say, 7 to 10 months. To find a
job,
To find a job. And you know how long they're going to have it for, David?
How long?
Maybe 3 years.
Right.
And then it starts all over again.
So it's just a treadmill. Yeah. So I mean, I would think though, like once you have that kind of experience, you've been in the workforce for that many years. If you've been in business, that it's probably in your best interest to be on your own anyhow.
Oh.
Right. Because you probably, like, it can be frustrating when you know more than your boss, and your boss says, just look, all I want from you is this. I'm not asking you. We're just paying you to do this. I'm not asking you to be creative or come up with any more solutions because you make me look bad, right? So.
Well, here's one of the greatest benefits about personal business ownership, because what you say is so true. You'll never fire yourself.
That's right.
And you'll never have those gaps. And you'll never have those things. And the reality of looking for work and looking for a business is it'll take you a couple of months to find your right business. Mm-hmm. But within 7, 10, 12, you're going to be into positive cash flow if you get the right business, if you use the right resources,
right.
You fund it the right way, you put the right plan to it. Guess what? You're now ahead of the game, and you're off that treadmill and on to running your own show and your own opportunity. But business ownership isn't for everybody. It certainly is not.
Right.
There's certain people that please, keep the job.